choice in the matter.
Of course she gets a choice. I think Natasha's got great features, lovely big eyes, really nice plump cheeks. So she wants to try and create a full volume look. She's definitely got the lip that we can inject up to sort of 1 mil and get quite a nice full volume glamorous look on her. She's got some tiny little lines in the lips, so again the dermal filler works like an injectable moisturiser, so it's really going to plump when she's applying that matte lipstick and that lip liner and making
yes, everyone loves the matte lips at the moment. So there was something in the news the other day about overfilling, and obviously you do not do anything like that, and we were discussing how you have to do a lot of corrections.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend injecting more than half a syringe to a full syringe at one time. Less is more, and most times when I achieve signature looking lips that look really plump and natural is when we do it over a period of time. So you need the dermal filler to integrate within the tissues, behave normally, you shouldn't add any lumps and bumps, and then you can come back for subsequent sessions.
3 months down the line?
Yeah, a month, 3 months, 6 months, and then you're really going to build the lip pocket gradually. So we want all of the dermal filler and the enhancement to be inside of the lips. We don't want it to be above the lips, where you probably see certain celebrities with this very overfilled,
the sort of dark, which is not what you do.
No, I think it gives a really bad name for lip fillers. There's lots of people doing these treatments, you know, Angelina Jolie, best lips in the world. If you just do a little and work with what you've got rather than trying to, you know, everyone's got their own exact lip shape, so you should really work with what you already have and just really just enhance that.
Now, what's your Instagram? Because if you actually go on Natalie's Instagram, I love looking at all her lip transformations, and they are so natural and they're brilliant. And the one part of my body that I actually do like is my lips, but I still want to get them done because yours look so good.
That's why you brought it in the one.
I'm like sitting here watching everyone else do it, so I'm like,
My Instagram is at Natali, spelled Natali Kelly, Kelly, LDN.
Right, and if you have a look, you'll also notice she's got a lot of celeb clients, but we're, you know, we're not crass and we're not going to divulge. So anyway, I'll let Natali get on and stop wittering. But Natalie's actually a nurse as well, so you want to make sure that you go to a proper practitioner.
Always a medical practitioner, and ideally you check someone's either qualifications, insurance, or experience, or seeing before and after pictures of someone's work, or ideally being recommended by a friend is usually what works best. There's lots of people out there in the industry doing this now, and some people are medical, but not everyone has an aesthetic eye. So sometimes they may do aesthetics as in a one-size-fits-all and create, you know,
and it might be £50 or £100 difference, but it's really worth it when it comes to your face and it's your lips, something that, you know.
Definitely.
And also you should always ask about the product, so only ever use temporary products, the ingredient being hyaluronic acid, which is just your body's natural moisturiser. This is completely dissolvable and also biodegradable, so nothing is permanent, because even if you wanted really full volume lips now, the likelihood is we change our minds, and in a couple of years you might not want that look, so you don't want to be having any permanent injectables.
Yeah.
Okay, ready to start.
Off you go.
So if you just turn this way for me, okay, and then I want you to take a nice deep breath for me in, and then breathe out. Well done. Okay, how did this feel?
Painless.
She's very good. And no blood, she's been behaving herself. Deep breath in, and then out for me. Well done. Just come to the middle.
So if you're just tuning in, we're doing live lip fillers. We're creating a really natural look, because it is not about this horrible duck face that you're probably seeing all over Instagram. Natali is the queen of aesthetics. If you've got any questions and you want to know what's happening, please send them to us.
Nice deep breath here. And breathe out for me.
So we're sort of creating fullness on the top lip, but Natalie's having to balance it out by putting a little bit on the bottom.
Exactly.
Because it's not all about, you know, if you say I want a bigger top lip, it's not all about sticking it all in the top. So if you watch, she's placing it.
And I think the fashion is, it's not all about just doing the top lip anymore. It's definitely about making sure that the lips look in symmetry, balance, harmony with the rest of the facial features. So Natasha's got great, lovely eyes, cheeks, chin, so she can take a nice, strong lip, definitely.
Don't smile. how much does the treatment start from if people come to you?
Depending on how much you want to inject, but from £300 up to £350.
Yeah.
The products I use are the most expensive, the safest on the market. They also have local anaesthetic inside, so you can see Natasha's in a relatively comfortable treatment, which is great.
And how long will it be until you notice a difference? Will it be straight away?
Deep breath for me. Yeah, so she'll see an instant improvement straight away. Then she's likely to get some bruising, small risk, and some swelling.
Yeah.
Deep breath for me.
How much filler do you know how to ask for, or do you decide that?
I think you should decide this with your practitioner, depending on the look that you want to achieve. Here, because Natasha's got quite a big lip pocket, she has had the treatments in the past before, about 9 months ago, and she commented that she had about half a syringe. She didn't really see much difference. So definitely for her lips, 1 mil, 100%. I think if she does want this full volume look, it's likely she may need to repeat the treatment and have up to 2 mils to really achieve the look that she wants.
But it's better to do little
and often.
Build it up, yeah.
Exactly.
You can see it already.
It's really good. So the first part of the injections is really just concentrated on the body of the lip to give the full volume look. Now I'm going to work around the contour of the lip to try and just give a little bit more contour on this lip liner look. But a lot of people out there really focus on just doing the edges of the lip, and this is when they create this really unnatural ridge.
Yeah, it sort of gives them a moustache. I know it sounds silly.
And a shadow. So
yes.
if you look at these Instagram girls now, celebrities, they smile or they animate, and then it looks very unusual. So if you do a pout for me, and big smile.
Now, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be doing a couple of other looks with you as well. So we're going to show, you know, Natasha's got quite a full lip already, but we're also going to do someone that smiles and loses their top lip, and someone that just wants to kind of enhance their bow, which is what look I would sort of go for. So we'll let you know when those are coming, but we will also be doing those with Natali, because you don't just walk in and say, I just want my lips filled. You've got to decide with your practitioner the look that you want and what you want to achieve. And obviously Natali is all about making everything natural.
Well done. So this is just literally minuscule micro droplet amounts just all around the lips to sculpt them really, rather than just injecting. You can clearly see this side compared to the other side.
So
differences.
what is in the product and what?
So this is my favourite product. This is Juvederm Lift. The ingredient being hyaluronic acid, which is natural, completely natural.
Yeah.
You have this in your body. So it's very rare you see a reaction if it's injected properly. It also works really nicely as an injectable moisturiser. The tiny lines on the lips, or smoker's lines, perioral lines, also become really hydrated.
This is good for anti-aging, isn't it? Because a lot of dehydration makes, you know, my lips are always dry and I'm always picking them.
You're doing great.
So if any of you viewers have got questions, don't be scared. You know, we've got Natali here today. It's live and she can answer anything that you want to know. We're just saying this is very, very natural. Natasha just wants to do a tiny little enhancement, and we're levelling out both lips because it's not all about sticking it in the top lip and going for that big pout.
Well done. So we're nearly done. I'm just going to start to clean that up a little bit.
How's it looking?
It's really good. You're going to love it. Did it hurt at all? Or
Not
you can't
one
feel
little
anything?
bit.
So we were just saying earlier, in case you wanted to know again, this lip vitalising treatment, it starts from about 300 if you go to Natali at Omnia, which is right by Harrods. So make a day of it and spend loads of money on Harrods first. I'm just seeing. Someone's asked if the lips are numbed first. Hello, Dawn. Yes, they are. It takes about half an hour, and Natasha will tell you, she said it felt like pins and needles, so she had to sit there for half an hour. I think if you look online, you'll see that we popped a picture up of her having her lips numbed.
Incredibly numb.
Now, Tonya, hi Tonya, she said her top lip is pretty much invisible. What would you recommend? Would you recommend what we have?
Yeah,
right
this
now?
treatment is really suitable. probably most of the work you would focus on the top lip, again just keeping in a nice balance with the bottom lip, so we might need to put some there. But yeah, very suitable. There's different strengths of filler. This is a medium filler, but if you've got a very small lip, you can use a lighter product again that's buildable. So the lip should be really bespoke, really signature on what you want to achieve. And speak to your practitioner about this.
Yeah. So this is Natali Kelly. If you want to look at her work, go on her Instagram, which is Natali Kelly London, LDN, isn't it? And you'll be able to see before and after. She does a lot of celebs, like Made in Chelsea and things like that. I won't divulge them all, but go and have a look. Dean, watch and learn.
Okay, so we'll show you now. We're all done. I just put on some arnica aftercare. Have a little look.
Oh, amazing.
So Dorothy,
yeah, so much better.
You can ask, or I'll ask Natasha for you. Dorothy said it looks painful. Truthfully, Natasha, was it painful?
Truthfully, if say 10 is the most painful it's going to be and it's unbearable, and 1 is nothing, you're looking at about 2 or 3 maximum.
Your lips are numbed for half an hour.
Half an hour.
Totally.
And yeah, you can just feel the numbness more so than anything else. You cannot really feel the needles per se. There's obviously sometimes like it might feel like more like a pinprick, but I think because it has the anaesthetic in it, that it sort of you feel it for like 2 seconds and then you don't feel it anymore.
The skill in your practitioner is doing micro droplets, just tiny little droplets, very gently, very slowly, not putting too much pressure on the dermal filler, and using one that's very thin and easily injectable, stops the bruising, reduces the swelling and the pain also. We used to do dental blocks in the past, but to be honest,
You don't need it.
4 injections into your gum, I personally find, I've tried both, a lot more painful. It causes a lot more swelling and numbness, where I think this technique we can really be super accurate, and it feels much more comfortable, I'm sure, than
Much more comfortable than like an injection in your gum.
Now, bearing in mind this has been live, and you know your lips are straight after it's happened, so they're probably going to look a bit red. But then we can drop a picture and show you. In a couple
so
of
we've
days.
took a good before. We'll take the after.
Yeah.
Of course, initially there's anaesthetic in there, so she'll have a bit more swelling.
Yeah.
We have done some extra work around to contour the border, which is a bit puffier than now. It will settle much more defined. So 24, 48 hours, I just want her to apply something called completely leave them alone, go home with your aftercare to just massage a touch, and after a day or 2, and even up to a week to 2 weeks is when they're going to be at the best.
Now, how long do they last? Emma was asking. Hi, Emma, by the way.
Minimum 6 to 9 months. If you use the most advanced fillers like what I use, they can last 9 to 12 months.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So you do really get what you pay for.
Yeah.
It's good value for money in that respect, isn't it?
So Rachel's saying she loves it.
Thank you.
And get you to smile. So even when she smiles, what we always want to do is maintain the smile, and when she kisses, it's really nice.
So bearing in mind all the makeup's taken off around there, it's probably going to look a little bit red and swollen. We will drop a picture in, and we are in the next couple of weeks doing a couple of different looks just to show you what you should ask for if you've got gummy smiles, if you've got a really slim upper lip.
Anyone aging, smokers' lines, gummy smiles. Some young girls want this, you know, for beauty, beauty looks, asymmetries, maybe you've had scars or different things that have happened to the lips. It's all treatable with the right product in the right hands.
Okay, so I think we'll wrap that up there. So thank you very much, Natali. This was Live with Lauren at the Omnia Clinic in Knightsbridge, and thank you for watching. We hope you learned something today.
Thank you.
Bye.